I welcome everyone back to Indian Trace. What you're looking at here is some good dirt. But more than that, I'm in the land of about 10,000 variables. And that means you all want to check all the variables, and there's a piece of pottery right there. And when you're walking along, there's 10,000 variables, and well, you might find a dozen that are antiquities, artifacts that you want to keep. I want to show you what I saw here, and then I'll show you some of the pieces that I found this morning at daybreak, which has been really cool. I step right here, right, and I look down, and I put my stick in the ground, as we often do. For this, of course, the variable, a tip. And I moved the stick forward, and I said, wait a second here. So that was tight. Well, gnats are out, excuse me. Look at these. In the land of 10,000 variables, right? Now, they did plant all these sweet potatoes on top of all my artifacts, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. Of course, we couldn't find the artifacts without the sweet potatoes, so it's a interesting relationship, right? A little bit of a sturdy Marl Mountain. Great little bifurcated point here. Just jumping back in the past, what? 2, 3, 4,000 years plus. Men and women. Look at this. I mean, look at this thing. I just cleaned it, got it out, and it just sort of one of those things that you couldn't film. God have mercy. Then you cleaned it and it got better and better and better. And then this. I've got to love this just as much. I love the small hammerstones because they were in their tool bag and they used them. But look at I would say this to Rob and to Flintsball, to Ken. Look at the two-sided, two-directional working on this hammerstone. And you know when you get it in your hand, they were beautiful human beings just like us. Look at this side. That's two-way working right there. That's what they're working on, making food getters like these. And then they flip it around and they did some work on this end too. I wouldn't doubt a different quality of work on this end than these two faces. But a tool. To me, probably, those little hammerstones are way more valuable than these points. I mean, look at that thing. But, of course, this is an eye catcher for a lot. Teeth. I'm in Site 4 in eastern central North Carolina. Just going back in time. I'm at a site that I know they made Guilfords. That to me looks like a Guilford. It's a Guilford straight base. Which means that you and I are the first ones to see it in about 5,000 years, conservatively. Yeah, sure, it could be 4,000. It could be 6,000. Super nice piece right there. You can tell better in your hands, can't you, than you can looking at it, especially through the camera. My goodness. I can't even barely see it. Let me see if I can clean it off a little bit. Yeah. This probably qualifies as a Guilford stem, but it is definitely a nice food getter, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Appreciate everyone tuning in to Indian Trace. I just enjoy this morning. Share it. It's a good lineup. I hope everybody finds out there. Look small, miss small.